walking into your kitchen shouldn't feel like stepping into a humid, grease-slicked sauna. I recently hosted a dinner where a simple seared steak turned my main floor into a blue haze of smoke, triggering alarms just as guests arrived. It was embarrassing and a clear sign that my old vent was failing. Choosing a replacement is a nightmare of technical jargon and loud motors that don't actually move air. In this video, I'm cutting through the noise to show you 5 exhaust fans I've tested that actually solve the problem. From budget-friendly upgrades to the ultimate gold standard for a smoke-free home. 5. Winflo B06Y1WJFLP. The Winflo wall mount range hood is a unit that definitely makes a visual statement the moment you install it. It features a classic European pyramid design in stainless steel that instantly upgrades the look of a kitchen from dated to modern. During my time testing this model, the first thing I noticed was the ease of the push-button controls. It's a very straightforward interface that allows you to toggle between 3 different fan speeds and operate the LED lights. The lights themselves are actually quite impressive. They provide a bright, cool glow over the cooking surface, which is essential for seeing the true color of your food while you're sorting. However, once I started putting it to work with more intensive cooking, some of the drawbacks became apparent. While the motor is rated for 450 CFM, it felt like it struggled a bit when I had multiple burners going. The suction is concentrated directly in the center, so if you're using the front burners of a large range, you might find some steam escaping past the edges of the hood. The stainless steel construction also feels a bit thinner than some of the premium models, which leads to a bit of vibration when you have it on the highest setting. It's a budget-friendly way to get the high-end chimney look, but you have to be mindful of its structural limitations. In terms of maintenance, the Winflo uses aluminum mesh filters, which are technically dishwasher safe. In my experience, while they do a decent job of catching large grease particles, they require very frequent cleaning to maintain any semblance of airflow. 4. Kobe B00VWL40YS. This unit is built with a very sleek, low-profile design that tucks away under your cabinetry while still offering a substantial amount of stainless steel surface area. When I first turned it on, I was immediately struck by the quiet mode feature. At its lowest setting, it is remarkably silent, moving out at about 300 CFMs while allowing you to hear a boiling pot or a conversation across the room. It's designed for those who value a peaceful kitchen environment during those long, slow-simmering meal prep sessions. Despite the sophisticated look, the Kobe has some quirks that can be frustrating in a busy kitchen. The touch control panel, while looking very modern and seamless, can be a bit finicky if your hands are even slightly damp or greasy, which, let's face it, they usually are when you're cooking. I found myself having to press the buttons multiple times to get the fan to respond. Additionally, while the 680 CFM maximum speed sounds powerful on paper, the internal blower design creates a bit of a bottleneck. It clears smoke effectively enough for standard meals, but during a heavy smoke test, it took longer than expected to fully vent the room compared to other high CFM units I've tested. The filtration system on this Kobe model uses professional-style baffle filters, which are a step up from mesh because they force the air to change direction quickly, stripping the grease out more effectively. They are very sturdy and look great, but they are a bit of a pain to snap back into place after cleaning. There is a very specific tension clip system that requires a bit of force, and I often worried about scratching the interior housing while trying to align them. Furthermore, the LED lighting, while energy efficient, is positioned toward the back of the unit. This means the front of your stove stays relatively dim, which isn't ideal if you're working on the primary burners. 3. Hauslane PS18. The Hauslane is where we really start to see a jump in pure performance and functional design. This is an under-cabinet range hood that was clearly built for people who actually cook heavy meals every single day. The standout feature here is the dual motor system. Unlike the previous unit, the PS18 feels incredibly robust. When you kick it up to the highest speeds, you can actually feel the air being pulled from the edges of the stove. It offers a 860 CFM capacity, which is more than enough to handle the most aggressive searing or deep frying without a single puff of smoke escaping into the rest of the house. What I really appreciated during my testing was the versatility of the venting options. It's designed to work with different kitchen layouts, offering top vertical, rear horizontal, or even ductless configurations if you purchase the additional charcoal filters. The stainless steel finish on the Hauslane has a brushed texture that is much more forgiving with smudges and grease than the Kobe. The baffle filters are high quality and exceptionally easy to remove. They slide out with a simple handle, making the weekly cleaning routine much less of a chore. You can tell this was designed with the end user's convenience in mind. The control interface on the PS18 is a digital touch screen that includes a clock and a delay shut-off timer. This timer is a game changer. I found it incredibly useful to set the fan to run for an extra 5 minutes after I finished cooking to clear out the lingering odors while I sat down to eat, knowing it would turn itself off automatically. The lighting is also a massive improvement, featuring bright lamps that are tilted toward the front of the cooking surface. 2. COSMO COSQS75. The COSMO is a powerhouse that brings a distinctly commercial feel into the home kitchen. Right out of the box, you can tell this unit is built differently. It's heavy, the stainless steel is thick, and the overall construction feels incredibly durable. This model features a 500 CFM centrifugal motor that is optimized for airflow efficiency. During my tests, I was amazed at how quickly it cleared a room full of steam. Even with a large pasta pot boiling on a high flame, there was zero condensation buildup on the bottom of the cabinets, which is a common problem with weaker fans. One of the best things about the COSMO is the backlit touchscreen display. It is incredibly responsive and features a remote control, which might seem like overkill until you're across the kitchen and realize you need to boost the fan speed before a pan starts smoking. The lighting on this unit is also exceptional. It uses high-lumen LED lamps that provide a very natural, daylight-balanced light. It makes the colors of your ingredients pop and ensures you can see every detail of what you're cooking. It's these small touches that make the COSMO feel like a luxury appliance. The filtration system here is a standout as well. It uses permanent stainless steel arc flow filters that are practically indestructible. Unlike mesh filters that degrade over time, these are designed to last the life of the hood. They are incredibly effective at trapping grease and are perhaps the easiest to clean of any model I've tested. Just pop them in the dishwasher and they come out looking brand new. The internal housing is also very smooth, so if any grease does manage to get past the filters, a quick wipe with a microfiber cloth is all it takes to keep the interior pristine. 1. Broan-NuTone 413001. While some of the other hoods we've looked at focus on high-tech screens and massive CFM numbers, the Broan-NuTone wins because it perfected the fundamentals of what an exhaust fan should be. This is a non-ducted under-cabinet hood, which makes it the most versatile and accessible option for the vast majority of homeowners. It doesn't require complex renovations or expensive ductwork. It simply works by drawing air through a highly effective chuckle filtration system and recirculating clean air back into the room. The build quality of the 413001 is legendary. It's a simple, rugged design that is built to last for 20 years or more. During my testing, I was struck by how effective the specialized grease charcoal filter was at neutralizing odors. I fried fish, one of the toughest odor tests for any fan, and within 15 minutes of finishing, there was virtually no lingering smell in the kitchen. The fan moves air with a very smooth, consistent pressure that pulls smoke directly up and away from the cooktop. It's a testament to the fact that smart engineering can often outperform raw motor power. The installation of the Broan-NuTone is famously easy. It's designed to be a plug-and-play solution that can be installed in under 30 minutes with basic tools. The rocker-style switches are tactile and reliable. There are no touchscreens to fail or sensors to get confused by steam. The light lens is designed to distribute light evenly across the entire stove, and because it uses a standard bulb base, you have the freedom to choose the exact brightness and color temperature that fits your kitchen's vibe. It's a practical, no-nonsense approach to kitchen ventilation that just works. What truly sets the Broan-NuTone apart is the incredible value and reliability it offers. It is an affordable unit that doesn't compromise on the quality of its components.